Well, we've got hay to collect, fields to plough, seeds to sow. I wonder how long it takes before we end up with another long gap in this series. Hello fellow farmers, welcome back to another episode of Surviving Elk Mountain. I am the Northern Gamer, and if you remember in the last episode we cut all this grass and turned it into hay and windrowed it up. But at present we have no way of collecting it up. So we need a solution, and I think we might have one. We're going to go and see if we can meet our neighbour. We've not actually met her yet, we've seen her in passing. Let's go see if she can help. Meet our technically closest neighbour, Mary, or as she's known locally, Mrs. Nelson, a retired music teacher from the local school. Mary's lived in this town all her life. In fact, she was actually born in this house and has lived there ever since. With the recent sad passing of her husband of 47 years, Mary's kind of lost her way in the town a little bit. What used to be seen as the entertainment centre of the town has become overgrown and does very rarely entertain anyone at all, after it was her late husband that used to look after the grounds. She does have one pride and joy though, her husband's old truck, the one bit of his equipment that's not being entered into the upcoming local auction at Town Hall. There's the potential of a really good relationship here with Mrs. Nelson. She's got something she needs help with, and so do we. Let's see where this leads. So Mary's very kindly allowed us to use this equipment before it goes to the auction. So we need to be very careful with it because it's going to be getting sold very soon. Oh. I think it's pulling the back end of my car up here, so we just need to be careful trying to get this back. Now, interestingly enough, Mr. Nelson had some very interesting farming equipment which is actually going up for auction later on today. So if we can get all this hay gathered up and sold, it might just give us a little bit of money to hopefully go and see if we can potentially buy anything. I'm having real problems here with this trailer. So yeah, we're just coming back with this now, and yeah, we definitely want to get all this hay sold and go and take a look and see if there's anything we can potentially buy. There might be some really useful equipment. It's going to be old stuff though. We can't really... Oh, we've gone again. Okay, I tell you what, let's leave this here and go get the tractor. The tractor might actually be able to move this a bit better than we can. Is it going to stay still? Okay. Any ideas where that's going? This thing's got a mind of its own. I'm sure this is going uphill. How on earth is this going uphill? Right, let's go see where it's going. Where are you going? What? Okay, maybe we won't tell the people at the auction house that we just let it roll into a tree. That's probably a bad idea that we tell them that. Right, let's get this back down and put it on the tractor and get collecting some of this hay.
Said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold. All those little moments, the bites you didn't catch me looking over your shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments all led me to you. Only God knew about
this is the last of the hay, and we didn't do too bad. I'm reckoning there's a potentially about altogether 4.5, maybe 5,000 here, which should give us a little bit to go and buy some old equipment at the auction this afternoon. So let's get this sold and see how much we end up with. Why isn't it letting me sell it? So it turns out it just wasn't showing me the command for it. So there we go. So let's get this sold and let's see how much money we have to go shopping at the auction. Okay, 4,300. That's not quite as much as I wanted. However, hopefully that's enough to get some kind of equipment. There might be a job lot that we can go for. I know Mary's husband had some really old equipment. If we can actually get out of this junction. Yeah, Mary's husband had some really old equipment, like antique equipment that might be sold as a job lot, which we could probably... Is this the busiest junction ever? Where are all these cars coming from? It must be because of the auction. Must be getting a lot of attention. So I think we can probably pull out after this one. So yeah, there's potential things that we can buy at this auction, hopefully. They might all be old equipment, but we'll see what we can get. Hopefully a plough, maybe a cultivator. I think we're being very ambitious looking for anything else like a trailer or a harvester. Definitely will be quite ambitious to get, but you never know. We'll see what comes up. So we'll take this back to Mary, say thank you very much. In fact, I think she might even be selling this, so I'll probably give it a quick wash down and take it to the auction house, and then yeah, we'll get ourselves all dressed up and go to an auction, I guess. Okay, so we dropped off the foraging trailer, dropped off our tractor, got ourselves all cleaned up and jumped in, all faithful. And now we're just going to head down and park up. I think there's parking for the town hall just around the corner here. Let's get parked up. A couple of cars here already. Let's just get this parked here, and there we go. Right, and I think there's a back door around here that we can sneak in. Hopefully if we can sneak in and hide at the back, we might be able to snipe a few good lots here, but you never know. We'll see what happens. Right, I'll see you after the auction.
75, 65, 75, 75, 85. That bit 70, 80, 80, 80, 90, 90, 90, 80, 90, 90, 90, where? That bit 80, 90, 90, go. I sold it. 85 down a minute number 106. 504. We have.
Well, that was interesting. You'll notice we have barely any money. We bought some stuff. I'm really impressed with what we bought. Well, I will be until I see it up in person. So let's run around here quickly, get in the car, and we'll head back because it's going to get delivered via truck. So it's probably worth going home. We've paid up in full, and as far as I'm aware, we're going to be the first delivery. So let's head back, go put the kettle on, and hang around and wait for our delivery to come. Okay, so here we are. Let's go put the kettle on, I guess. I'll just climb over my table there. Right, let's go make a cuppa and hang around. So I'm just sorting out one of these boxes, and I've just heard... Aha! There's a truck here. Let's go see. It looks like they've brought all of our brand new toys. Oh, they look a bit precarious on there. Let's get them off and have a look. Well, it took a couple of hours to unload everything, but they're all off now and all ready to go and have a look at. So let's see what we've got. First up, it looks like a farm-all tractor with a sort of single-ish wheel at the front. I don't believe these are very powerful. I don't think they go very fast at all, but I mean, it was included in the job lot, so we'll see if we can get any use out of it. It seems to be in good condition, I have to say. Mr. Nelson looked after his gear. Next on the docket, looks like a... Oh, just climbing a tree there. Looks like a plough and a cultivator as well. Doesn't look to be a massively wide plough, but, I mean, it might be good enough to get us going at least. And same with the cultivator as well. Looks a bit rusty. It's an all metal thing, but should be good to get us going. And now for the biggest surprise in the job lot. I've said we would have been adventurous to think we could get one, but we have. It's a harvester. And it's a very old harvester, and it's one that has to be towed by a tractor, which is fine. We've got one of those. But yeah, we've managed to get a harvester. I don't know how good it is or how it's going to work for us, or if it's going to work. I don't know if it needs any sort of separate fuel for it or what. It comes with a header, which is quite a wide header, given the sort of age and size of the equipment and obviously the price we've paid. I mean, we've only paid about just over $4,000 for all this stuff, so yeah, I'm very interested to see where we go with this. So that was a fun episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please hit that like button. Give us some comments. I would love to talk to you guys and find out how you're finding this series so far. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're really enjoying what we're doing. So yeah, so guys, that's it for another episode. And you know what it means. It's time for a cuppa.